All right, we're going to do an interview with Morley from the Lady Eagles team as she comes up. We'll get her all set up here. Fancy stuff here.
Deal.
All right, can you hear me okay?
I can hear you, yes.
All righty, I am joined by McKenna Morley for the Lady Eagles from Cordell, Oklahoma. I know a little bit about Cordell.
Yeah,
I told you the other
yeah.
night, my dad was raised there.
Yeah.
He had like 8 brothers and 4 sisters, or 4 brothers and 8 sisters, and they all were. I spent so much time in Cordell, it wasn't even funny. So what was it like growing up in Cordell, Oklahoma?
Small. There's not much to do, which
That
apparently
kept
you know that.
kept you out of trouble. Yes.
Of course, yes. I don't need kept
You're
out of
such a troublemaker.
Yes, yeah. No, it was for fun. We would go to Sonic. If we wanted to get a little crazy, we would drive to Weatherford and go to the Walmart, walk around Walmart.
Oh, wow.
Drive some of the back roads, you know.
What was that, about 30 minutes away?
Yeah, about 30
that?
minutes.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
So, moving on, what made you come to Southwestern?
That is actually a good question because my journey here was interesting. I didn't even in high school, I was kind of like, do I even want to play college ball? You know, you kind of get to the point where you're over it. And my high school coach was a very, very tough coach. A great coach, but very tough. And I was kind of like, I don't know if my body can do this anymore. But finally, I got a hookup from one of my teammates' mom's friends, and Coach Arthur and the assistant coach at the time actually came to watch me play. And they kind of talked to me there a little bit. And then I was getting offers from a few other places. So I was like, well, maybe do I want to do this? And I was also in the middle of track season. So it was kind of like, all right, I need to make a decision. And then it's definitely God's plan because I honestly can't even remember like, oh, what made me come here, you know? But it was like, just kind of, I know that's where I'm supposed to be kind of thing. Felt like home.
And here you are.
And here I am, 4 years later, still here.
Senior this year.
Yes.
Now tell me about this year's team and your perspective. Now tonight was not a good night.
Yeah.
But you know that happens when you play the number one team in the country,
course,
and they're number one for a reason. That was pretty obvious.
Yes.
But tell me your perspective of this year's team.
Well, first off, I love this team. I'm a little biased, but this might be my favorite team. You know, I don't know. We're all super close. There's not, I don't know. We don't fight a lot. We're always there to pick each other up. Like you saw tonight too. If some of us aren't having a good game, we do have the depth of the bench to step up, and nobody gets mad when somebody else is having a better game. Which I think that's been said before, but it's because it's so true, and that's something that you don't see a lot in teams. But our chemistry is awesome.
And that's what I've said all year long. Mm-hmm. The team unity in this year's team is just amazing, and that starts from you all seniors.
Yeah.
So you're headed to what? You probably got 4 games left, maybe.
Don't remind me.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't want to. I don't want to make you cry right here.
No tears on here, please.
So, what's y'all's goals for the rest of the year? I mean, obviously you want to get into the tournament. Mm-hmm. Tell me what your goals are for the rest of this year.
Well, first of all, I know it's towards the end of the season, but continue to get better each game, which we have been doing that for sure. Pick up a few wins where it needs to be picked up. From here on out, we can get most of them. Wayland's going to be a tough one for sure, but so definitely just keep winning, becoming more successful. And like you said, we want to end up getting to the tournament because it's so much fun.
Right.
I got to go my sophomore year. So much fun.
Yeah, so. And that's that ultimate team goal.
Yeah.
So what would you tell any young lady who's a senior in high school? Why should they come to Southwestern Christian University?
First of all, it feels like home. You will not feel like you don't fit in. It's God-centered, obviously, so it's very, I don't know, there's not really a better way to describe it. You just feel like you're at home. It just feels like once you're here, this is where I'm supposed to be. Yeah. All along.
And you got a coaching staff that loves the girls to death. Coach Arthur is by far just unbelievable.
Yeah, that's the thing about all 3 of our coaches. I feel like they care. I know they care about basketball and they want us to succeed on the court, but they care more about how we are in our daily lives as well. They're always checking up on us, making sure that off the court we're doing okay too.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay, now, last question. No, maybe 2 more.
Okay.
What are your future plans after you graduate?
Ooh,
What's
that's a
your
good
major and what are you going to do?
Okay, so my major is kinesiology.
Is what?
Kinesiology.
Okay.
Yeah, don't ask me to spell it though, because
Okay.
I can't. No. And I've been back and forth between just a physician's assistant, which is PA, so end up going to PA school, or just stick with nursing. Because I've thought nursing for a while, and then I also thought pharmacy for a little. I want to do something medical related. Right now, it changes every single day. But since you asked me today, I'll give you that answer.
You give me that answer.
Right now, I'm wanting to finish the classes that I need this summer, and then try to get into the fast track nursing program at OU.
Okay.
Finish nursing there, and then go from there. But
okay. Any
yeah.
boyfriends?
I knew that question was coming.
I ask all the girls that.
I knew you did. That's why I prepared my answer. But and basketball is my only boyfriend.
Well,
cliche, but
very few of the girls have boyfriends.
Yeah.
I guess maybe Kylie does.
Kylie, I don't think. No, I think it was Tresha. Yeah, Tresha.
That's it.
We're focused on basketball. We're over boys.
Hey, well, that's probably a smart.
Yeah.
Get your degree and your career established.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Spending a little time learning about you.
Yeah.
And come back and see us next year. And come back and support the girls.
Gotta come visit. Yeah,
Absolutely.
definitely will.
All right. Thank you for joining us.